Hey, it's Jasper, and the moment I'm recording this is on the 21st of March, which means it's the International Day of the Forest. And for that reason, we're gonna plant some trees and start our Aliens Love Earth Forest today on this special day. As you might have seen come by on our socials, we're planting a tree for every YouTube follower and Patreon member, whether that's a free or a paid Patreon member, that doesn't matter. We're just planting a tree for everyone that joins, and we're doing that every month. So feel free to send your friends over to follow us on YouTube or to ask your grandma to subscribe on the Patreon. It doesn't matter, every member is a tree planted. But as said, today is the International Day of the Forest, so let's get started and let's get our forest out of the ground actually. So we're here on the dashboard of Ecology. Ecology is the platform that we use to plant our trees, but also to do carbon avoiding, carbon removal, and habitat restoration. In fact, actually, I think we asked you guys what you would like to see as a first donation. And I think most of you actually said that you would love to have habitat restoration. So let's have a look actually. Yeah, so as we can see here, like there were quite some people that said like I would love to see some wildlife restoration. So in that case, we're just gonna split it up for now. Like we definitely want to start the forest because it's also what it fits with the day to day, but also what we promise to the people that follow the YouTube or the Patreon that we will plant a tree in exchange for them. So we're just gonna do it 50-50. So let's have a look. Yeah, so tree planting would be 80 cents a tree, and habitat restoration would be 540 per square meter. So what I would say is we do the total amount of followers. So that's 7 plus 57, that's 64. And we do that times the price of a tree, which is normally 80 euro cents. So that would mean 51 euro 20. So if we divide that by 2, then we'll spend 25 euro 60 on tree planting and 25 euro 60 on wildlife restoration or habitat restoration. We would be able to restore 4.5 of wildlife. So let's 4.7 it is. So let's make that 5. Supporting biodiversity in the United Kingdom in this case. That fits well with our on tour as well. We're gonna support native plants and animals, including pollinators and some of the UK's most recognizable animals in ancient woodlands, such as red squirrels. That's quite a thing actually, because when I was there was a lot of squirrels, but apparently these were gray squirrels, and they are, how do you say that? Attacking the red squirrels because they are just too cute. So we're gonna add 5 square meters of ecosystem restoration here, wildflowers, wetlands, and wildlife. And we have 24 euros and 20 cents left. So what are we gonna do with that? With that, we're gonna start our forest. Trees were 0.80 cents a tree. So that means we're gonna plant 30 trees right here. Well, it's actually 30.25. So let's make it 31 then. So there are various locations that you can support restoration projects. So you can plant trees around the world. You have tree planting specifically in the US, in the UK, in Australia, things like that. So then they will always plant native trees wherever they are needed. There are things that we will definitely jump on. For example, if there are extreme wildfires in Australia or there were, and they lost a lot of trees, then we will definitely dedicate that month and maybe the upcoming months of our tree planting efforts into those areas to make sure that we can contribute to where it's needed the most. For now, however, we're gonna plant trees around the world. So what they're gonna do with our tree planting investments is tree planting and preservation. So what we want to do is we want to plant 31 trees. Total amount now is 5180. So yeah, we did an extra tree. as a bonus because it was just rounding up there. Nice. That looks like it worked out. Let's see if what happens if we clicked on view our impact. Ah, nice. We here see that we have 31 trees. We have a project that we're supporting. Let's see what happens if we click at the trees. Alright, so for this project we funded 31 trees in Mozambique. So that's very nice, that's very cool. So this is the project, Muzuku Lane. So we can have a look at what we actually invested in. Yeah, so this is indeed run by Eden projects. That's indeed a project that we know. The tree that we are planting here is the Adasonia digitata. Not sure what that is, so let's have a look. Oh, wow, that's very cool. Yeah, so just to give an idea, these are the kind of trees we're talking about that we just planted. We planted 31 of these beauties. This is Restoring Wildflowers, Wetlands and Wildlife. It's in the United Kingdom. We can read more about the project here. And they say as a fun fact with it, 97% of the UK's wildflower meadows have been lost since the 1930s. 97% of wildflower meadows are lost. That's insane. Right, so it's actually multiple things that they do right here with the investment we made. So they do wildflower meadows, they do wetlands, including peatland restoration, heathland and woodland. So it is quite a variety of things that they do. Look how alien some of these plants are. Like really cool, right? Can you imagine that growing like all over the UK again? I mean, I want to be part of that. So it's basically gonna be used as budget to make sure that preservation is done. Alright, so as you could see, we are now officially launched with our forest. We have 31 trees funded on our dashboard and we have 5 square meters of habitat restored. So yeah, I think that's a great start. We're gonna do this monthly. So yeah, I'm very curious how many trees we can plant in the next update. Thanks to everyone that subscribed, because this is because of you that we're planting this number of trees. Make sure to send your friends over, your family, all that, to subscribe on the YouTube or become a free member on the Patreon. Make sure to share your thoughts if you feel like it, because we can't do this without you guys. And we're very excited to make this a shared experience. I'm just gonna shut now, but I'm very excited that we're on the way. Alright, I'll see you all later. This is weird. I wanted to wave, but I was stuck. But yeah, I hope you have a great one all. And we'll talk later. Peace.